In this video, we're going to talk about how Ayanokoji dragged Kushida down from her throne and exposed her for who she really is. By now, most people know that Kushida has always been the black sheep of the class. On the surface, she's cheerful, helpful, and adored by just about everyone. But behind that perfect smile, she's constantly looking for ways to drag her class into chaos for her own benefit. If Ayanokoji hadn't been cleaning up the disasters she caused behind the scenes, the class would have crumbled long ago. What makes it worse is her arrogance. Kushida confronted both Ayanokoji and Horikita, declaring that she would do whatever it takes to get them expelled. Now, most people would assume that someone this competent must have some serious talent or leverage. But what Kushida didn't know is that Ayanokoji specializes in breaking down people who think they're untouchable, like herself. Let's break down how Kushida's carefully constructed image came crashing down, piece by piece. May, year first. It all started in early May, just a month into the school year. Ayanokoji happened to stumble upon Kushida during one of her outbursts. She was on the by the water, screaming at the railing, venting all her hatred toward Horikita. Why doesn't she just die? When she noticed Ayanokoji watching, she instantly switched into threat mode. If you tell anyone what you saw, I won't let you go. I'll even tell everyone you tried to assault me. Then, to make her threat more convincing, she grabbed Ayanokoji's hand and placed it on her chest. Now your fingerprints are on me. I'll keep this uniform as evidence. If you betray me, I'll hand it over to the school. She then demanded Ayanokoji swear to keep everything a secret. He nodded calmly, and just like that, Kushida switched back into her angelic persona, smiling sweetly and saying, "This is our little secret." But from that moment on, Kushida had already made a fatal mistake. She provoked the one person at school she absolutely shouldn't have. Ayanokoji wasn't intimidated. In fact, he was watching her with the kind of detached curiosity you'd give to someone who's confidently digging their own grave, wondering how deep they'll go. December 24th. Fast forward to Christmas Eve. While most students were enjoying their holiday plans, Ayanokoji and Ryuen met early in the morning on a quiet bench. The snow was gently falling. Ryuen complained about the early time, but Ayanokoji cut to the chase. Ryuen admitted that Kushida had contacted him a few days earlier, asking when he planned to make his next move. But he'd been too busy chasing after Ayanokoji to pay her serious attention. Ryuen also revealed that Kushida was still set on getting Horikita expelled. Ayanokoji responded with chilling precision, "Kushida is like a malignant tumor. Medicine can suppress it, but if you want to save the patient, you have to remove it entirely." He went on to say that although Class D would be promoted to Class C in the third semester, he was planning to push them right back down. Just to get rid of Kushida. Ryuen laughed, impressed. They shook hands, sealing their agreement. Kushida had no idea she'd already been betrayed by the only person she thought she could manipulate. February 12th. On a cold Saturday in February, Ayanokoji arranged a private meeting with Kushida. This time, he came to her with an offer. "I want to give you money," he said seriously. "Half of my personal points every month. In return, I want you to stop harassing me. I'll keep paying you through graduation. You'll have hundreds of thousands of points." Kushida was naturally suspicious. But Ayanokoji played the role of the nervous, cautious victim perfectly. He even said he was scared of her and was afraid she might stab him in the back at any time. That this payment was a way of buying safety. Moved by what she thought was his desperation, Kushida agreed. She even pulled out her phone and proudly announced that she'd recorded the entire conversation, just in case he ever betrayed her. She thought she had the upper hand. But in reality, she was walking straight into Ayanokoji's trap. The showdown, September 17th. Then came the final stage, the class poll exam. In front of the entire class, Ayanokoji exposed Kushida's past. Her behavior in junior high, her manipulation, her threats. But no one believed him. Kushida was still the class's shining star, and Ayanokoji's accusations sounded ridiculous. Only 5 students voted to expel her. The rest were furious at Ayanokoji for slandering their beloved classmate. That's when Ayanokoji revealed his hidden sleeve. He revealed that Kushida had extorted him back in February, threatening to expel him unless he paid her half of his points. He claimed she recorded the agreement herself. Kushida was stunned. She hadn't expected him to bring that up. She tried to deny it, claiming the points were a voluntary gift. But Ayanokoji calmly responded, "Didn't you say you recorded our conversation? Why don't we play it now?" Kushida went pale. Ayanokoji then began reciting the entire conversation from memory. Every word from that day. And it matched her recording perfectly. The class watched in silence. Her mask was starting to fall apart. Pushed into a corner, Kushida tried one last desperate move. She turned to Kei and claimed that Ayanokoji had once tried to assault her when she rejected him. She said she still had the uniform with his fingerprints. Ayanokoji, completely unshaken, replied, "A year and a half has passed since then. Even if that happened, you should have reported it immediately. Bringing it up now, with no real proof, just makes it look like blackmail." And he was right. Even the class, who once adored her, began to question everything. Then Ayanokoji revealed the final piece: Kushida had been leaking class secrets. She had teamed up with Ryuen. She tried to get Horikita expelled. Every betrayal was laid bare. Kushida lost it. She screamed at Ayanokoji, accused him of betrayal, and even tried to attack him. But none of it mattered anymore. The class had turned against her. In the end, Horikita stepped in and prevented Kushida from being expelled. But it didn't matter. Her reputation was in ruins. The once beloved class goddess was now completely isolated. No one wanted to talk to her. If Horikita hadn't stopped them, some students might have taken things even further. Kushida didn't need to wear her fake smile anymore. Everyone had seen her true face. She went from being the most popular girl in class to someone everyone avoided. Kushida's downfall is almost tragic. If she hadn't gone after Ayanokoji, she probably could have kept up the act until graduation. But she poked the wrong bear. And unlike most people, Ayanokoji doesn't just defend himself. He dismantles his enemies piece by piece. So, if there's a lesson here, it's this: no matter how popular or powerful you are, don't mess with someone who's 10 steps ahead, lol. Oh, also, definitely don't accept protection money from a guy who's capable of manipulating an entire class. That's it for this video. What did you think of Kushida's fall from grace? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is Ultra Instinct Beef. See you in the next one.